Thousands of visitors come to the nation's capital every year. They come from all over the country, in fact, all over the world, to gaze and behold the sights and treasures of Washington, D.C. But not too far away from the monuments, the museums, the politicians, and the soundbites is a Washington the tourists seldom see. Along Massachusetts Avenue lies the complete spectrum of Washington life. You can see the homes and manicured lawns of Washington's elite, Embassy Row, where the diplomats from countries all over the world make their presence felt in the political circles here. But at the other end of the avenue, you can see something else as well. A world where helplessness and despair leave their ugly marks every day. The world of Washington's disenfranchised. Men, women, and children left behind by prosperity and hope. They are the poor, the sick, the homeless, and the hungry. Here in the most powerful city in the world, 1 out of every 4 children suffers from hunger. And though there are prestigious medical schools within its boundaries, more than half of all District 2-year-olds have not been fully immunized. In the city that houses the President of the United States, an overwhelming number of men and women wander the streets at night, seeking shelter and food. Working in the midst of it all is the Capital Area Community Food Bank. From its warehouse in Northeast Washington, the Capital Area Community Food Bank has been serving the Washington, D.C. community since 1980. Their mission is to feed the hungry of metropolitan Washington by acquiring nutritious food and distributing it through a network of community agencies and by supporting participating agencies and others with information, technical assistance, and advocacy. Each year, the Capital Area Community Food Bank provides over 10 million pounds of donated supplemental food and consumer products to nearly 600 feeding programs throughout the Washington, D.C., Northern Virginia, and suburban Maryland area. Where does all this food come from? Giant Food and Safeway, the area's 2 largest grocery chains, are the Capital Area Community Food Bank's largest donors, but food is also received from companies like Kraft, General Mills, and Procter & Gamble. Over 5,000 volunteers come to the Capital Area Community Food Bank each year to help sort, clean, and staff the warehouse to keep the food moving out into the community. Slightly crushed boxes of cereal, dented cans of soup or coffee, items that the average consumer would pass over in a supermarket, the Capital Area Community Food Bank readily receives and distributes to agencies such as low-income daycare and senior programs, soup kitchens, church box programs, drug and alcohol treatment centers, and homeless shelters. Through these programs and agencies, the Capital Area Community Food Bank provides 800,000 meals each month. Any nonprofit agency serving hungry people may participate in the Capital Area Community Food Bank program. In addition to providing food to the community, the Capital Area Community Food Bank makes an effort to educate and empower individuals through nutrition education classes, a community farm project, and a publication called the DC People's Resource Guide. The food is distributed from the warehouse when representatives of feeding agencies come shopping for food. The shopper must present a card that authorizes their agency to use the Capital Area Community Food Bank. Food and consumer items are selected from a menu listing current available items. To help defray the Capital Area Community Food Bank's operational costs, benefiting agencies contribute up to 14 cents per pound for food received. Agencies report saving hundreds of dollars on their food bill using this program. This allows them to commit more of their funds to other areas of their feeding programs, allowing themselves to operate better. After returning their menu with their selections, the agency's food is gathered, packed, weighed, and loaded into cars or trucks by Capital Area Community Food Bank volunteers for the trip back to the soup kitchen or shelter to help provide the meals that feed the area's poor. In addition to processing orders, Capital Area Community Food Bank staff members and volunteers are vigilant about ensuring cleanliness and maintaining the quality of the food that's donated. One of the feeding programs that benefits from the Capital Area Community Food Bank is the Church of the Brethren Nutrition Program. This program in Southeast Washington will feed approximately 150 people during each serving. It is here where the impact of the Capital Area Community Food Bank can be directly seen and felt. These are people who, without this program, would most likely not get a hot, nutritious meal. And this program, without the Capital Area Community Food Bank, would reach fewer needy people or perhaps not even be able to exist. You can see the gratitude on their faces as soup, bread, potato salad, and even cake will help temporarily end the hunger felt by these people who have come in out of the cold to have their stomachs filled and spirits lifted.
Food is an essential of life. It's a basic. It's something that everyone needs. In our community, there are over 250,000 people who are at risk of hunger every day. Food has to go into our bodies every day in order to nourish us, to not only nourish our body and have proper nutrition, but it also nourishes our soul. When there are a large segment of our community that doesn't have that food, it leaves a lot lacking and a lot of pain that is a result of that. The pain that happens every day in this community can be changed by the way we as a community get involved and act and make things happen. The food bank is a wonderful way to make things happen. It's where many things in our community come together. Businesses, nonprofits, the community itself, the low-income community, all coming together to help work on a problem and solve a problem. We disperse over 11 million pounds of food a year to 600 feeding programs that are helping to make people's lives better. The thing about food, there's a magic to food. It goes into our bodies, it comes out of the earth, it's grown, it's harvested, and it goes into our bodies. It's the magic that makes us happen. Our cultures are built upon it. We all have recipes that have been handed down, traditions that are a part of our life, and our mother's recipes, our grandmother's recipes. It's that essential ingredient in life that's missing so much in terms of our community. And when there's food that's there, that is basic of life, it enriches our community and makes us stronger.
A community caring for its own. The Capital Area Community Food Bank. 645 Taylor Street Northeast, Washington, D.C. 20017. For more information or to volunteer, call 202-526-5344.